So here we are, at the end of it all. I've done what I can for you. Now you have to go out and think on your own. Time to fly or die.
Still defending Aristotle, Mrs. Emmett. Up or down, 0 or 1, true or false, fly or die.
You're a slave to binary logic. You know that?
Anyone else?
The ignorant bliss paradox? You're hanging off the highest tower in Jakarta. It's a 1,000-foot drop to your death. So you call your 3 best friends for help. They rush out to save you, but they're afraid if they try to pull you up, they might be yanked over themselves. So they step back. You fall. And live. But do you wish you'd never tested your friends in the first place? Since now you know you can't count on them when it's a matter of life or death. Would it be better if you'd stayed ignorant of what they're truly good for and gone on being friends forever?
I'd want to know the truth. Cut your losses and walk on. You'll find other friends.
You'll fall off other towers. Definitely radiological and heading this way.
Sorry, what are we doing at Prambanan?
Field trip. This is a radiological event that's global in scope. To live through it, we'll have to spend a full year inside this bunker, which is equipped with generator and fuel supply to keep it running that long. Which means you have to decide who's valuable enough to expend limited resources on. Let's stipulate the existence of 1,000 bunkers around the world, times 10 occupants per bunker. That's a gene pool of 10,000 people to reboot the human race with.
Sorry, are you saying we're supposed to choose who goes in the bunker and who stays out and dies? Because if that's experiment, I'm not doing it.
Well, you have to.
I won't. It's repulsive. It's a sort of pseudo-science a gang of Nazis would have dreamt up in a beer garden circa 1939.
This isn't a eugenics experiment. The goal isn't to improve the human race. The goal is to save the human race. Which means a commitment to reason, no matter how much it hurts.
I decline.
Then we'll be 20 rather than 21 to whittle down to 10. When the hot particles of nuclear fallout burn through your skin, and your organs start shutting down through radiation poisoning, try not to scream.
Well, I suppose I'm in. This is one rude goodbye. You could have just bought us pastries.
I don't have a problem with an atomic holocaust.
That's a spirit. We're pioneers of the mind in this classroom. Scholars and philosophers.
I'm an orthopedic surgeon, which is even better than being a regular doctor, because I specialize in fixing broken bones, of which I expect we'll have many. I provide excellent value, so it's hard to envision not voting me in. All agreed?
So, I'm a harpist.
It's rather worse than that. You're a harpist without a harp.
Is that really the measure of a man? Whether or not he has his harp with him post-cataclysma?
But even if you had a harp, as far as the survival of the species goes, harp playing is not crucial. So, who votes to give Russell a slot?
Fuck it.
It's a lie. There is no exit code.
Let's find out.
No. You'll fly us with radiation if it opens.
But what if we do need a code to get out?
Well, we're gonna have to live through the year not knowing the answer to that.
Can I point out that instead of writing down he was the only one who had the code, he could have just written down the code?
Meaning?
He was only taunting us. He knew it'd be a riddle gnawing at our brains for 12 months.
I'm not sure about that.
But why would a bunker need a code to get out?
Security precaution? To prevent someone opening the door too early without realizing it would kill us?
He wouldn't bury us in here.
Maybe he would. We did do the dirty on him and lock him out.
"364 more days till we know who's right."
So how will it be any different this time?
There's always another angle to any experiment than you saw going in. No one in the world is defined only by his or her skill set. There's always more to the story. Check the inside of your card. Hold on.
I'm an orthopedic surgeon who, on a trip to Uganda last week for Doctors Without Borders, was exposed to the Ebola virus. May or may not be on the verge of a full-blown Ebola hemorrhagic fever.
That's a puzzler. Do you risk a slot on a doctor who could save your life if she doesn't drop dead next week, or who could just as easily infect you with the virus that'll exterminate the whole bunker?
I highly doubt I contracted the disease. I'm sure I'll be fine. All in favor of going through the apocalypse with healthcare. I don't think that's logical decision-making. I think it's a rational surrender to fear-mongering. I won't be leaving here with warm memories of you because of this.
I don't care how warm your memories of me are. I only care whether I've stretched your brains to their largest possible size.
You're a mean bean, Mr. Zimmett. And pardon me for saying, but some days your logic reeks of bullshit. Next. What's going on? We've already had our blasts.
This is worse than before.
We're in the middle of an atomic free-for-all. We gotta wrap this up.
I'm a wine auctioneer. I have an IQ of 200.
I'm voting for Mitzi.
You're voting for everyone.
She's literally a genius.
Just less impressive than it sounds. A wine auctioneer who tests well is not a must-have for saving civilization. I'm sorry, Mitz.
I'm a fashion designer who created a hit line of women's wear out of bamboo cashmere. So I'm a left brain, right brain success story.
Insignificant. All against. Give me the keys to the truck. Now! Now! I intend to outrun these blasts. I have room for passengers. It's up to you.
She was exposed to the Ebola virus last week.
I'm praying she wasn't infected.
Down to a B.
Jack, you've got the beautiful difference in your favor, and we need to make sure a virtue like that stays in the gene pool.
Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but am I the only one who won't have anyone in here to be with?
There isn't anyone now.
But what about in here? It would carry over.
Wait, sorry, you want someone who's not out to come out right now? Just to sleep with you in a thought experiment?
We graduate tomorrow. Now's a good time to make a move. Out of 20 of us, statistically, there's got to be somebody else. Really? Nobody? Parker. Get in.
And when Mitzi confessed, she always brought along something a bit stronger on out-of-town trips. Some of us were glad to know it. Then there was Shakespeare.
Oh, banish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, strumpet.
Kill me tomorrow. Let me live tonight.
Don't forget to leave me your textbooks.